FM in Jessup. And it is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show on this Tuesday, the 5th day of April, and it's brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Country Financial, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call me, Sean O'Quinn, today at 588-1051 and let me work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings in Wayne County is a popular thing. To dine in or take out for one delicious meal, and with the low great prices, it's simply a steal. Famous for the variety of sauces, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. When it's time to eat lunch or dinner, Damon's Restaurant the place to go. Located in the middle of town on West Cherry Street, yes, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings simply can't be beat. So next time you're hungry and looking for a great meal, head to Damon's Restaurant and enjoy a great deal. The number to call is easy, 588-WING, 588-9464, the real thing. Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings. Those chicken wings are a very popular thing.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
All right, world famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And, Bob, we've got a special guest on the phone with us this morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're lucky to have State Senator Blake Tillery on the phone. Tuesdays with Tillery. The session is over. The budget's been passed, a $30.2 billion budget, which you know very well as you were instrumental in helping get that budget passed. So tell us your overall thoughts on the budget, what's good, and what will people see as far as money returned.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank y'all for letting me be on again this morning. Thank you for what y'all have done all year, letting me call in. We finished up last night a little after 12, not quite 12:30, and gavelled it out, ending the session for 2022. And I got home about 1:30, packed up my stuff. I'm already driving south. I miss my wife and miss my son. So if you hear car noise, that's me. The budget passed. It's a $30 billion budget. Has the things that we've talked about already, the things the governor promised, the $5,000 pay increase for state employees, for retention purposes, and then the $2,000 remaining pay raise that he promised the teachers in his first term. It also has some things that will benefit us in Wayne County. I know there's been a local group that's been working on some plans for some ag-related facilities for quite some time, and we were able to include those in that budget as well. The other things that relate to revenue, but not specifically the budget, the big talking points would be the tax cut. You know that early on we passed a bill that allowed $250 per filer and $500 per married couple to go back to individuals based on the record revenues we had at the time. Last night, about 11:30ish, we were able to pass a overall tax cut that will be permanent. It reduces the state income tax rate from 5.75% to 4.99% over a series of years. The first reduction will put us at from 5.75 to 5.49. So Georgia taxpayers, folks in Wayne County, folks all across the 19th district will begin feeling that as they file their 2024 taxes.
On the phone with the State Senator Blake Tillery, Governor yesterday signed into law the mental health bill. We talked with Stephen yesterday. Everybody's excited about the bill, but the question was, what's the price tag? You probably know that better than anybody since you handle the budget. So what is the price tag on that bill? Do you have any idea?
In the 2023 budget, rather, the one we just passed, it's less than $200 million, but north of $150 million for advancements in mental health care providers and also pay increases that we had to pay for nurses to staff facilities. One of the plans that the House had in their budget was roughly $9 million to build a new behavioral health crisis center. The Senate changed that and used it simply to open up beds we already had, thinking that could be done a lot quicker. The House agreed with that proposal. But it is a hefty price tag. Senate Bill 1013, the House took that on first, made a lot of changes, but when it came over to the Senate, the bill looked substantially different. A lot of concerns that we had heard from home about folks being concerned that they potentially could be detained for reasons related to mental health that may or may not be accurate were stripped from that bill. It pared it down a lot. I appreciate the House working with us to make sure we could alleviate the concerns that we heard from back home. And in the end, you really did have almost unanimity from providers, from those who are more conservative, from those who are more liberal across the board to address mental health.
A lot of headlines coming out of the session. One thing I didn't see anything on, we talked about it with our representatives the last couple of days, the gambling issue was trying to make a last-minute push. What happened with that bill?
Yeah, it died. It's come up several times, but again, to get that on the ballot requires a two-thirds supermajority, and that has never been able to be obtained, at least not in both chambers. There is some argument that maybe sports betting doesn't require a two-thirds requirement, and that sports betting is what you've seen at the bottom of the screens when you're watching ESPN, probably. They got the lines of the FanDuel and stuff like that, but none of that made it through. And this session was very different. First, it was kind of odd. You have a lot of people retiring, a ton of people retiring. Lieutenant governors obviously retiring. I think we have 11 senators that are retiring. The last count I heard was possibly 40 members of the House retiring. And I've told you before that people just don't stay in the legislature long. It is pretty taxing. I mean, it's an honor to serve, don't get me wrong, but it does, when it starts to pull away from your family, especially when you live so far away, folks begin to stay less and less. So the average tenure is now 6.8 years, and as I'm looking, you guys were kind enough to elect me in 2016, first session 2017, and it looks like I will be number 29 or 30 on seniority in the Senate when I come back. So that's already 50%, and I'm only at year 6. So I guess that keeps up with the trend.
What other headlines should we take from the session, other than the budget being passed and the health bill, the carry people, that's passed as well? What other headlines should we know about?
Yeah, the big things that we talked about, the tax cut that passed, constitutional carry obviously passed both chambers. Folks have asked about that. Does that mean they don't have to get a gun permit? Well, first of all, the governor has to sign it. I thought it had a July 1st effective date, so if your permit runs before July 1st, you might want to check that. Also, if you're interested in reciprocity with other states, you'd still want to get a carry permit, because Georgia can't say that you can't carry in South Carolina, that you can carry in South Carolina or Texas or any of the other states. So you've got to make sure you've got your reciprocity taken care of there. And then also, as you know, having a carry permit allows you to move faster through the background check if you're buying a firearm. If you don't have a carry permit, you'll still have to go through the background process. So some people will still decide they want to get a carry permit, but they don't have to have one. The big story, I think, honestly, is the number of bills that did not make it. The medical marijuana bill that would have somewhat redone the licenses, or at least push the protest procedure. There's one person who won one group that won a license in Tattnall County. They've built their facility but can't do anything yet. That bill failed. The Democrats locked down against it, and it had enough Republicans go against it that bill was tabled. The gambling bills you've already mentioned didn't make it. My telemarketing bill, apparently some big companies in the Georgia Chamber didn't like it, and they beat it on day 40, which was interesting to me. I thought everybody hated telemarketing calls. So for me, I would tell you that the surprise of the session was the number of bills that didn't make it, not the number of bills that did.
Again, Blake, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule each Tuesday to be with us on Tuesday with Tillery. Again, we appreciate our legislators taking the time. Again, we got Stephen Meeks on Monday, you on Tuesday, Bill Workhurst on Wednesday. We definitely appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you at the post-legislative luncheon Tuesday, April 19th. The Chamber will have you all down to recap the session, and we'll look forward to seeing you then, and drive safely from Atlanta.
Well, thank you so much, and Butch, Bob, thank you all so much for allowing us to do this. The people of Wayne and surrounding counties, thank you so much for allowing me to serve. It really is an honor, and my cell phone number doesn't change all session. When you have issues with DOT or DFACS or others, it's still 912-245-9915, and if we can help you, we'd love to try.
Okay. Again, drive safe.
Thank you, Blake. Take care. All right.
Senator Blake Tillery here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Well, we got a candidate for county commission. Tim Hopkins, he's going to be on the air in just a moment. Stay tuned.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Stay weather alert. Showers likely in the morning. Then showers, chance of afternoon thunderstorms. Locally heavy rainfall possible, high around 80, gusty south winds. Mostly cloudy showers, chance of thunderstorms this evening, then a slight chance of showers late mid-50s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy becoming partly sunny, a chance of early showers and thunderstorms. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the Georgia 811 Weather Center. Contact 811 before you dig.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Okay, you're listening to the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO. And Butch Hubbard here along with Bob Morgan. And Bob, we've got another guest in the studio with us this morning.
Yeah, we got a candidate for County Commissioner in District 3, Tim Hopkins, running for County Commissioner. Tim, appreciate you coming in and being here on the show.
It's my pleasure, Bob, you and Butch. Okay. Appreciate what y'all do for the community and
get close to that microphone a little bit. But again, tell us what made you decide to run for County Commissioner?
Well, Bob, I had a lot of elderly people in the community that I have a lot of respect for. They asked me to run for county commissioner, and I was reluctant to start with for obvious reasons. And the last person that called me, I said, you know what? I feel like I might need to do this for the community. So I prayed about it. I laid down them. Next morning I got up, I was 150% in. I called Miss Tammy, got my paperwork done, and here we are.
What kind of concerns do these people have?
A lot of people have concerns about the transparency of where the spending's going. And I've talked to two of the commissioners, and I said the only critique I have is we need to be more transparent. Wayne County's understanding if we need to raise taxes and stuff for roads or whatever projects, we just need to be more transparent with Wayne County so that Wayne County understands. They've always been a giving county, but when they're kept in the dark, not purposely, you know what I mean? It causes people to be uneasy. So I think that's one of the things that I'm hearing. And another thing I'm hearing is a couple of years back, Wayne County sort of got ourselves in a pickle, and I think we're headed in the right direction now from what I hear and what I see. So hopefully, if I'm elected, we'll keep that trend going, and Wayne County will have a bright future.
Now, what district are you running for?
I'm running for District 3.
And one of the big questions we get when we have a candidate on or a current commissioner or whatever, or someone running for that office is, What is that area? People don't seem to know what District 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are here in Wayne County. What is District 3 here in Wayne County?
I'm glad you asked. I got a map in my pocket that I keep. and I'm still learning. So we did the district was rezoned here recently. They're supposed to be sending out some voter registration cards so you'll know exactly what district you're in. I think we've brought in part of the country club there. I think if you're in the county and you're in the country club, you're in District 3. If you're in the city limits and you're in the country club, you're in another district. It goes all the way from, of course, Mount Pleasant, Guard-Eye.
Yes, it's toward the southeast side of the county, yeah.
And then it follows Ottawa River all the way up through Rainier, J.C. Hutt, all the way to the Bluff Road.
Mm-hmm.
Which that end of the county I'm not as familiar with. I'm familiar with more my end of the county.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But like I said, I've got my map in my pocket, and I've been driving around and getting familiar with the district that, if I'm blessed to be elected, I'll be representing.
And who is retiring from that district so they kind of know, well, I voted for this person last time, I know what district I'm in?
Yeah, Mr. Mike Roberts.
Okay.
And I got to see him. It's been a long time since I've seen Mr. Mike because obviously I work out of town for the last 20 years and commuting back into on the weekends when we're not in major outages at the nuclear facilities that I work at. So I got to see him last night. It was the first time I've been to a county commissioners meeting. So I thought the meeting went really well. I thought the commissioners communicated well. It seemed like there was a sense of unity in the room. So I think Wayne County's, we got a bright future ahead of us.
And where did you say you worked, Tim?
I work for General Electric as a field engineer and project manager.
Okay.
I've managed some of the biggest projects in the United States. I just got through doing Browns Ferry TVA, a total retrofits where they go in and tear all the turbines out. It was over $1 million project.
Okay.
$100 million project, I'm sorry. And that's also the government. Browns Ferry is your second largest power supply.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about who Tim Hopkins is, your family, your wife, kids, that kind of stuff like that, so we can kind of, folks out there who don't know you.
Well, I'm just a average person that lives down in Mount Pleasant. Got a beautiful family. I've been blessed. Got a beautiful wife. We've been married for 36 years. I have 4 children, Summer, Crystal, Alexis, and Abram. And I'm just a blessed man. Okay. That's who I am.
All right. Bob?
You said you went to the commissioner meeting last night. Anything that struck out? I mean, they had several things on the table. They passed the improvements at the J.C. Fair building, but they tabled the RV parks at Lake Grace. Lake Grace has been a big issue. Kevin McCrae is trying to get some things accomplished down there, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Have you been able to keep up with that? What's your thoughts on Lake Grace? Have you heard from anybody from Lake Grace?
Well, they did have a little bit of discussion on that about Lake Grace, and there's a lot of people that's in the community that lives down there that has some concerns about it. And then they talked about there was 3 different areas where they wanted to put it, and if they put it on this end, there was concerned citizens. If they put it on this end, there was concerned citizens. And if they put it back in the woods where there was a RP trailer before, that sort of defeated the purpose of what Mr. McCrary was trying to defeat. The people wanted to be by the river, by the lake. So I think they permanently tabled that permanently. So that will not come up again unless somebody brings it up, I'm assuming.
Right.
So
if you get elected, what would you like to see done? Like I said, besides the transparency, what's Tim Hopkins want to do if he gets elected county commissioner? What do you want to bring to the table that's not there? Or, like I said, you work out of town. Have you been able to keep up with the meetings over the last several years? Or
I have not. Like I said, I've really not been into politics. I really don't care about politicians as much. A lot of times they overpromise and underdeliver. Just being honest. I feel like I can offer my services to Wayne County. Like I said, I've run some of the largest projects in the United States. A lot of people don't know that about me. Browns Ferry, I was the resident engineer at Vogel for 7 years. Put in the dense packs, which is an $80 million project and the first time in the world it had ever been done in a nuclear facility. What I'd like to see with Wayne County, I'd like to see Wayne County grow. But I also don't want Wayne County to lose its our small town charm. And people ask me, they say, what do you think Wayne County's greatest asset is? I says, I think it's the people and the small town charm, but yet we can still grow so that we can get the millage rate down so that we can take some of the burdens off of the taxpayers. You know, my family's paid one of the top paying taxpayers in Wayne County for the last 60 years. You know, my granddaddy was county commissioner for 20 years in District 3, Alva J. Hopkins. So, what I'd like to see Wayne County is be the best it can be, bring in new businesses, take care of the people, take care of our roads, look for the future for quality of life. You know, we got a new generation coming up. There's a lot of things that they've got on the table they're looking at for arenas, ballparks, that kind of stuff. As we grow, those kind of things have to grow too. You know, Wayne County is an attractive place to raise your kids, and we need to be sure that we keep up with the way Wayne County's growing, and they've got the facilities that these people can enjoy Wayne County like I did with my children.
4 candidates in the race, the primary in May 24, so it's kind of like a mad dash between now and then. So how are you campaigning? Are you getting around the district? Phone calls, or how does it work?
Well, I was project manager at Vogel 9 days ago, so I've only been on the campaign trail 9 days, so I'm trying to get caught up. Had a lot of positive reaction from folks. We've put out a lot of signs. A lot of people are calling and asking can they have my signs to put in their yards, and I appreciate that. Talking to folks, each person's got their own little thing that's important to them, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, if I'm blessed enough to get elected, we can talk about these things. But what I want to make sure is I would be representing District 3. But there's 5 districts. And the common thread that holds all 5 districts together is Wayne County. And we got to do what's best for Wayne County first. But I also want to represent my district. There's some areas in my district that I've been driving around that there's some help needed. You can tell there's some areas where you can tell that drugs and other things are going on. It's obvious. I've talked to the sheriff about that, and they're doing a great job trying to get that under control. So I just want Wayne County to be the best county it can be and be attractive to other people and their kids. And I'm babbling on a lot because I'm not a politician. So I apologize for that.
Well, you're in this race. You have 4 members in the race. So, again, like I said, a mad dash between now and April 24th. But should be interested. Any other thoughts of the meeting last night, or where the county? There's somewhere you'd like to take the county that is not. Is there something you'd like to see done in the county that's not being done?
Right now, like I said, I hadn't been keeping up with it because I've been working out of town for 20 years, commuting back and to. I've got a new contract with my company now with General Electric, where I'll get to work from home 9 months out of the year. So I'm not as familiar with what's been going on in Wayne County. So I'm like a blanket sheet that's coming in, and I'm listening to all these issues and people's concerns, and I'm gathering all that in and trying to process it. And working in the nuclear industry, you deal with facts, and we've got to deal with fact. We got to take the emotion out of it and deal with facts. And the way I'd like to see Wayne County move forward, other than the growth and the quality of life, and just good community. I did see a lot of unity last night. I've had a lot of people express to me within the 9 days that the county commissioners and Wayne County was sort of divided due to different ideas of which way the county should go. I didn't see that last night. So I was that was a pleasant surprise for me from what I'd heard. Like I said, I've been gone, Bob, for 20 years. Been working out of town, commuting back on the weekend. So I have not been keeping up with politics. I'm not a politician. And but I promise Wayne County this. I'll give you 150%. If I'm blessed enough for you to elect me, you trust me enough, and people that know me, I challenge people out there, if you've never met me or don't know me, just go find somebody that does know me. They can vouch for my character. I'm not perfect, but I try to live a good life in front of people the best I can.
Well, again, we appreciate you coming in, and we wish you the best of luck. Again, running for County Commissioner District 3, we ask the question all the time. When people go in the voting booth for this advanced voting and on the primary date, they'll see the 4 names listed. Why should they vote for Tim Hopkins in that district?
Well, my expertise in running large projects, budgets, scheduling, safety, all of that's wrapped up in the nuclear facilities that I've been working in since 1984. And those qualities and training that has been portrayed to me and made me successful on a lot of these jobs, that's what I bring to the table. The next thing I bring to the table, my family's been in Wayne County for 8 generations on my mom's side. Like I said, I've got a lot of deep roots here in Wayne County, and I'm going to do what's best for Wayne County. I promise you that. And if I'm blessed enough to get elected, I'll bring those skill sets to Wayne County, and hopefully we can get ourselves out of the hole that we've dug ourselves in, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Again, we appreciate you coming in. Wish you the best of luck. Again, Tim Hopkins, County Commissioner candidate in District 3. And the primary is May 24th. The early voting gets underway May 2nd, runs up to the 24th. So 3 weeks early voting, a couple of Saturdays as well. So we'll follow the campaign and wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate y'all having me on the Butch and Bob.
Okay. Tim, good luck. All right, more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
The life-changing devastation of infertility or the loss of a baby is too hard to walk through alone. The good news is you don't have to anymore. Find the support and community your heart has been craving at the Hope Narrative, a faith-based infertility support conference, Saturday, April 30th at Wayne Christian Academy in Jessup. Get details and register online at hopenarrative.org. That's hopenarrative.org. Register online at hopenarrative.org.
105.5 FM, Big Dog Country Radio, WYFO, world-famous Butch and Bob Show here for this Tuesday morning, 5th day of April. Well, Bob, the big news here in the state of Georgia, Masters this week up in Augusta.
Yeah, I was going to go until I found I didn't have the peach ice cream sandwiches. So can't go without the peach ice cream sandwiches. What's the deal?
You're not there for the golf. You're there for the peach ice cream sandwiches.
I'm there for the food. It's always about the food.
Always about the food with Bob.
Those pimentos cheese sandwiches and XL. I mean, they got great
sandwiches are fantastic.
And they always stay the same, but the ice cream was the
those 2 wafer crackers, that peach ice cream in there. Supply problems, Bob. Man, that's terrible when supply problems get to the point of the peach ice cream sandwiches at the Masters. I mean, things are just terrible then.
I was kind of disappointed to find out that Georgia peach is coming from Tennessee.
I know, we're the peach state.
I mean, come on. We should be providing the Georgia peach ice cream. But there's a company out of Tennessee that provides it.
Yeah. Those suppliers there for the Masters have been doing it for a long, long time. Most of them have, and it's just a good working relationship they've had. But, people are saying, is Tiger going to play? He's not going to play. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he could be that competitive if he does play, because he hasn't been playing competitive golf for a long time.
He's such a competitor, and if he's going to play, he wants to play well.
Right.
The question is, can he
play well?
Can he play? So,
I mean, he was the point where they almost removed his leg. That's how bad that accident was.
Justin Thomas and Fred Couple said yesterday that they're, after playing the 9 holes of practice round with him, they think he's definitely going to tee it up. So,
he's got himself back together a little bit, huh?
They say he hit every fairway, and he can putt. So it'll be interesting. The question is, can he walk
9 holes in 4 days of 18 holes?
He hasn't played competitive golf in 17 months. The
question
is,
a long time.
Can he walk the? That's a tough course to walk.
And you're either going up or down. I know that Dan Patrick was talking about that, he and his crew. He said, if you've never been to Augusta National, you're either going uphill, downhill on a lot of those places. It's a lot of hills to walk, and no golf cart in 4 days of that. Will his body be able to take that?
I love those guys on AM 1370 Fox Sports last night. They said, we sure hope he plays so we can bet that he doesn't make the cut.
Other than the talk about Tiger, there's some favorites in there. Do you have a favorite for the Masters?
I really don't. I like John Rahm. I like to see him win, but I don't know if he can play that course. Bryson DeChambeau is interesting.
Well, he's just coming back from some health issues, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's going to be interesting to see how the Masters turns out. But there in Augusta National, they have the par 3 tomorrow, and then the tournament begins on Thursday. And hopefully by Thursday, the weather will get a little bit better. It's a good thing they're not starting today or tomorrow. I don't know if they'll get that par 3 in tomorrow or not.
I'll give you a name to look out for, Xander Schauffele.
Okay, Xander Schauffele.
He's been in the top 5 the last 3 years. So
okay, any Georgia golfers going to be in there at all? That's going to be doing decent? Do you know?
Matt Kuchar didn't make it, so I'm not sure. He had to win last weekend to get, which surprised me. And Phil's not there, so
yeah.
But it'll be interesting. It'll be fun to watch. I love the Masters.
Yep, Masters is going to be great. So look forward to it. And of course, on our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM, Fox Sports Radio, Wayne County's Heritage Radio Station, we'll keep you updated. It's live sports talk 24 hours a day on AM 1370 The Buzz, and they'll keep you updated on all the latest action of the Masters. All you got to do is just tune into it. And to AM 1370 to get the latest Masters, and not only do you get the reports, you also get the opinions and the insights from people like Dan Patrick and Jim Rome and Rich Eisen and all the gang there.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yep, it's going to be
the question still remains: will Tiger tee it up or not? So we'll find out. He says it's a tee time decision. So I don't know what time his tea time is. So.
I was reading something yesterday, the fact that Jack Nicklaus will not play in the par 3 tournament this year. He looks forward to doing the ceremonial tee off on Thursday morning with Tom Watson and who's the other guy? There's going to be 3 of them there that's going to be teeing it off on.
Lee Elder last time, so I'm not sure he's going to make it or not. So.
Yeah, so they'll be doing the ceremony tee off on Thursday morning to kick things off, and ought to be a great tournament. Always a lot of fun. After living up there in the Augusta area for 12 years, like I did, it's just, the schools closed down. It's just everything's wrapped around the Masters for that entire week. It's a lot of fun.
Speaking of Georgia golfers, Bubba Watson will be in there. Bubba's always fun to watch.
Yeah, Bubba's already. All right, anything else on your mind this morning, Bob, before we head out here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show?
City meets tonight at 7 o'clock. I have a report for you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good. City of Jessup meeting tonight. All right. The world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Country Financial, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.